Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an expert. As you're fully aware, if you're following me right now in these series, I'm just trying to collab as much as I can for these mental health series right now of the depression, self-harm, so a little bit of hopefully on suicide, OCD, and the obsession behaviours that will hopefully obviously be shared onto my other playlist, which will be on my everyday life of an ASB, so that you can understand me more of a person. And also the other bits and pieces would include also maybe some bipolar disorder, personality disorder, and the like, hopefully. But I'm not going to hopefully address too many of these mental health disorders that I feel to address, because I'm hoping that some of it can be saved for when it's later on in the piece. And also later on in the piece I was hoping to also share certain bit different disorders, hopefully, so that it matches fit for all these awareness days that be spread out in the calendar year. So without further ado though, however, I've been thinking about some other topics and stuff right now, and this one's going to be based on depression right now. Just a quick two parts that I may have missed to give you a heads up. This one's called How to Love Someone with Depression. So as you know, many people may think people with depression are really hard work. People with depression is just the too hard to understand basket, or too hard to just deal with, too hard to talk to, or whatever other label mentality out there. Need to stop right now, right there. People that are depressed doesn't ask to be depressed all the time. People with depression don't always seem to, ask to just shine out what they can shine out. Sometimes some people with depression tends to just find it really hard to just go about their merry way every day. Sometimes some of it find it an everyday struggle with every other struggles that they may have with their pre-existing conditions, such as me, as I've shared before, with me with my AS, depression, and the like. And this is why I am trying to remove all the stereotyping right now of people around me about what they feel about people with AEs and all the like. And I am actually giving full high praises for some other ones that I've been following on YouTube. Especially, I'll make a shout out right now to you, Leighton. This one's for you, obviously, also as a shout out, because obviously right now I know it's hard work for what you're sharing right now based on your Tourette syndrome, and I give you high praises right now that you are actually taking the big bold step of actually speaking out about what life is like for you with Tourette's, even though you may want to keep it personal, but now you're feeling like now's the time to actually address it to others around you. Hopefully that many others will actually, understand it better when they come about, seeing you or someone like you with this Tourette syndrome. This is what it's all about. We're sharing our stories of what we go through in our life. It doesn't have to be like always bad stuff. It can be some good news if we do have some good news to share in the meantime. We need to realise though, everyone has their everyday struggles, okay? I know I have my everyday struggles too to this day, but we all are human after all. We all make mistakes, we all breathe the same air, we all make ourselves happy one way or another. But anyway, how I see it though right now though is that not many people want to fully commit to someone, even if it's in a relationship stage of a person, be it with certain pre-existing conditions or mental health disorders or whatever the case may be. Some of them may think it's just cool fun just to sit there for the hell of the long ride of the good times and not ride it out for bad times. Even though I know there are a few people that may have some commitment issues or some lack of understanding or awareness, pretty much, but whatever it may be, we need to basically bear in mind of the ones around us. We should obviously get another person under that label of depression or any other label mentality of like with me, Asperger's syndrome, OCD, the like, The famous quote I have heard is, "No one will love you if you don't love yourself." Well, I've learned to try and love myself for quite some time, even though I still battle with that inner battle of my depression and everything else, that no one will love me, no one will care for me, no one will, take me for who and what I am as a person, obviously. But as people may know of me here on the channel or outside the channel, I am that kind of that will give, even though it may be tiring right now, doing all that giving of the time, attention and whatnot. And then, it's to the point now, where am I at with those people? But then again, it's true. No one will really ever love you until you love yourself fully, wholly and completely, or else you'll become nothing to someone who really wants to show everything about you, pretty much, as a person or as a whole. Question to ask and think to yourself quietly right now as I'm addressing all this to you right now, of this topic. What would you do Or what would I do if I didn't love myself? Where will I be if I don't love myself? You know, how do I love myself through all of this world of misery, pain, hate, fear, jealousy, and more of these oppressions? There are many times in our lives that many of us fear to love ourselves and fear of being rejected. This is just a common natural human instinct and feeling that we get all the time. When it comes to feeling, craving, hoping, and expecting to feel loved by a girl, boy or a girl that we walk down the street and we, you know, want to try to have a courage to get up and go with that girl or guy we had a crush on that walked past us, we just don't have the courage to get up and ask them, and knowing what they will say or do by just fearing that they'll stamp all over us, break our hearts, and just say the word no, or whatever the case may be. While growing up, however, in my experience, right now what I want to share with you, I did struggle with a lot of everyday life of living moments like I've shared with you so much before. Part of me still felt I couldn't love me for me. Yes, I may have felt insecure, not fitted into anyone else's shoes or expectations or molds. Yet I realised that within time, you know, why should I be fitting in someone else's mold or expectations? If they can't love me for me, then that's their problem, you know. I am someone who has a plan and purpose, goals, dreams, and desires like everyone else. I just felt at the time I can do what I can do in my best of my ability, you know, even if it's not good enough for that person or whoever I'm dealing with at that time. I don't need to impress everyone. People pleasing, obviously, as I said, it can be tiring, right? So I've learnt to try not to please everyone around me. I just try to be my own individual self, and hopefully that many people can understand me for me. I was quite certain that I won't be in a relationship yet. I've had some failed relationships in the past and some in the present, you know, yet not sure where I am at today with this particular one yet. And one thing for sure is to take everything one day at a time, hopefully seize every moment and expectation that I've got, and it goes for everyone here that I'm addressing to you all. I still now and again struggle to love myself, but I'm in work in progress at the moment, being recreated and being ready for anything I need to do for me. There's not a day that will go by that I may have a depressive thought, yet I know how to remedy it for myself. Depression is like a disease, yet despite it not going away and being a part of me in my life, I am human, I am me. I am like you all, yet I deal with everything differently in my everyday life. No matter how much I share with you all how to cope with everyday life, no matter how many life lessons or story I share, it's all a matter of keep moving forward, becoming a soul survivor like I am here today, sharing my stories. We are the writers and creators of our stories, however. That's just a matter of fact of life. What we put to pen and paper or art will express to others what life is really about and can be and should be about for others, for them. Depression doesn't care that I love someone, including myself. Basically, depression doesn't care about how much I love and adore a particular someone that I may have in my life. I feel that I'm included in some things with this particular someone. I'm forever grateful that he's trying regardless of his everyday struggles, of his personal struggles. Even though he may, you know, struggle, and I don't mean to say this word, he might hate me for it, be in denial or something, or he's just finding it hard to just ask for that help, even though he keeps telling me he doesn't ask for help all the time because, you know, it makes you feel weak. That's the wrong mentality thinking. You know, it's okay to ask for help now and once in a while. But anyway, he asked me some questions of what I want to, where I want to eat, where do I want to go. Love conquers all things, big and small, hell of that. I'm still trying to see my future regardless where I am at in my life, just as long as I'm happy and I'm in peace within myself, and I'm within myself. Everything else should fall into place. My goals and purpose has always been to try and help people one way or another I can, regardless of my everyday struggles. I will push myself out of my comfort zone, and yes, it still terrifies me to this day to do this, yet I'm sure that there's some people that will catch me if I fall. Many people know that I'm a people person and I've been hurt so many times in so many forms. Yes, there are a few people who may not show that they care and love me to the vibes that they give off, yet that's fine. As people tell me, it's how we take it, yet we all need to accept each other's differences and be able to help and love one another. People know that I'm hard to be loved, understood, etc. as I create walls or barriers up for my own protection and safety. I'm sure that someone can and may be able to break it down, yet it will go up now and again after breaking it down little by little, not big chunks at a time. There are times that many people who I've dated with, I feared that no matter what I think they'll do, of the little things that they will run for miles on end. Yet I'm sure that one is willing to stay regardless to who and what I am with all these conditions. I fear with my downtimes or meltdowns, they'll just pack up and leave it, as they may think it's too much for them. Yet, yes, there are times when enough is enough and time to let go, however. I keep saying sorry, yet I'm learning. Don't want me around, then fine. As we know, I'm loyal to the end. There's a breaking point with everyone. Yes, we have disagreements. I fear that I'll be alone and I'll not be loved again. Does this sound stupid? Does this make me look and sound even crazy as I'm sharing these thoughts to you guys today? Yes, I have everyday constant battles, as I said, with my head of the darkest thoughts, yet having to push through all of it. Will be worth it in the end. I have loved deep, hard and cared for people, especially with a special someone, as now and again I just hide away or disengage with few people due to the lack of understanding of who and what I am. We are the only one who knows ourselves. The special someone, even if he doesn't understand me or misread me, all they need to do is just be there for me through the good and bad times, grow in and with each other, learn from each other, you know. To end this though, however, don't let anyone tell you that you won't or can't be loved with your depression or anything like this. Don't let anyone tell you that you aren't worthy to be loved. Don't feel bad or guilty or let someone make you feel this way about not being able to control your depression or any other condition for that matter. Don't let anyone change you because you're depressed, as they can't deal or cope with you, as they are the one that has the problem. Be with someone who will love you, care for you, and accept everything about you, however. Be with someone who's strong enough to go the extra distance or extra mile for you, however. Be with someone who's strong enough to carry on battling everything with you. If that particular thing will say that you're not with it, don't give them your attention or time of day. Give them the flick. Leave their sorry butt behind. Don't be with the person who will try to consume and change you all the time to make you fit into their own mould or expectations, however. Or don't even give up the time of day for the ones that uses you to the point that you're going to be battered and bruised. Be with someone who loves you for you. Depression or any other conditions is something to work together, not against one another, however. Well, that basically ends how to love someone with depression. Basically, give me a like for thumbs up for support, like also just to show that you're engaging with me in my video journey right now of everyday struggles and whatnot and whatever else I'm sharing with you all. I know it's not easy for every one of us, you know, to share stories, but it's okay. Also, feel free to share my videos if you have to with the family and friends, because I feel that some of these videos need to be shared and addressed to some people right now, regardless where they're at in their life. And I just want to thank you all for watching right now and supporting me, being patient with me with certain topics that I may have addressed, even though I may be babbling on about certain things, but I don't mean to. It's just the way I am right now because of what's on my mind right now, and hard to share with you all, sort of thing, even though it can be a lonely journey sometimes. But then again, you know, if you share it out with others, obviously there will be bound to be someone who will be able to relate to us. So, and all further ado, thanks for watching, thanks for support, subscribe to my channel, and love what you do what you love, and I'll see you all good soon.